You know, I gotta say, I really didn't expect this from New Mexico. I'm at the Santa Fe National Forest, or I think that's what the sign said. Anyway, I drove up to the ski area. Mind you, it is summer now. And yes, it does snow in New Mexico in the wintertime. I didn't know that. Same with Arizona. Anyway, I really didn't expect this. It's doesn't feel like New Mexico. It doesn't feel like the desert's raining right now, sprinkling. Um, when I got to the top of the peak, my car was telling me that it was 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoa. Okay. Um, it's a nice forest. Good amount of mosquitoes though. Not a fan of that, but can't really do much about that. One nice thing that I really like about this forest though is that when you get really deep into it, it just smells like a Christmas tree, like a Christmas tree farm. I really like that. Santa Fe in general kind of has this overarching smoky smell to it. And not only is it a smell, but I can kind of feel it in my lungs, like it feels a little heavy. Not a fan of that. The smell itself isn't bad. It's kind of good. It's almost like a woody, charcoaly. I don't know where it comes from, or yeah, but the smell itself, not bad. The heaviness on the lungs, not a fan. Yeah. I'm trying to make it to Nambé Lake. I think that's how you say it. And I kind of stumbled into a little wetland, marshy area, and my socks are getting wet. And it's funny because before I trekked out, I just had a suspicion of like, I think I should throw a pair of socks, dry socks, in my backpack in case I go swimming. But then I'm thinking, why would I need a pair of dry socks if I'm going swimming? Because I'm not gonna have them in the water with me, right? Now I see why that little voice in my head was telling me, hey, you should bring socks. Probably should have brought an umbrella too for that one moment of rain, but it was fast, I guess. But look at this area, it's fucking beautiful. Seriously though, bring mosquito spray if you come out here. My god. And a dry pair of socks. I think I found a pretty magical area out here. I noticed this moss is just growing in this nice little circle, and I thought that looked so cool. And then I see these Mario-looking mushroom things, and it's like, whoa, I think that's the kind that, like, mushroom heads always try to find in the forest. And there's another one right there. I'm not gonna touch him. This was one hell of a trek to get up here to Nambé Lake. Like, this was a harder trek than Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh, Scotland. And that's putting kind of lightly, in a sense. Yeah. It's about 3 p.m. Took me a long time to get up here. A lot of energy. I'm kind of hungry, but luckily I still have another Cliff Bar. I have plenty of water still. The mosquitoes are very bad. If you stay moving, they're not as bad. There was one other guy up here chilling on a rock, appeared to be meditating. Eventually our paths crossed, and he says, yeah, you're the only guy up here, or only person up here for the last half hour. The last half hour was just him. But it is getting later in the day. I'm going to start heading back. And because it's going to get dark, actually the sunsets go down pretty slowly around here, so I really don't think it would get dark until about 7. If it took me 3 hours to get up here, be back down at around 6. Not bad. But I was kind of just chilling here. I heard this ghastly howl. Kind of spooked me a bit. So, in that howl, it kind of reverberates off of these mountain edges or rock faces to make it even more spooky. So yeah, I'm very proud of myself for making it all the way up here, because there were a lot of times where I was saying to myself, screw it, it's not worth it. Let's go back down. But nope. I fought on through. Plenty of breaks though. I don't really know what else to say at the moment, so where I live, I feel like we have some pretty big, dense forests. I think I prefer those, but I wouldn't say don't go to the Santa Fe National Forest. It's pretty cool. Especially if you don't live in the northern parts of the United States. Hey, come check out the forest here in Santa Fe. Those are my 2 cents. Peace. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I know what you're thinking to yourself. You're thinking, hey, you don't look like an amateur travel vlogger in a forested mountain range in New Mexico. Well, I got one thing to say to you. How about now?